Paul Doswell with me with our weekly update ahead of the game against Bath City on Saturday. We'll start off by talking about that. A tough test against Bath, directly below us and level on points with us.
Yeah, it's another it's another game which represents very similar to Slough. Last week was second versus third, and now obviously I think we're fourth versus fifth. So two good games there, and obviously the way they play and the young lads that they've got in their side, they're decent, and I think they've won their last four games as well, probably top of the form league. So again, very similar to Slough, we play a team that's very much in form.
Joe Gill's been there for a few years now, and since he's been in there, Bath have become a very, very top conference south side.
Yeah, he's got a really good way of the way he goes about coaching, especially the young players. He likes working with young players, and then he's got that nice bit of experience with Brunt and Ryan Clark in goal, also Ross Stern. So he's got a nice mixture of lads that have been there, seen it and done it. And Frank, obviously got Frankie Arter in there as well, Arter. So yeah, he's got a nice mix, but there's also some good young players in there, and so I've been impressed with most teams actually when they play Bath have come back and said they've been impressive.
It's going to be one of our toughest games of the season, I suppose.
Yeah, but listen, we're at home. Let's be honest. Teams would look at us and think they're probably in for their toughest game of the season. So I don't want to overplay it. We're at home. As I said, our form ourselves is very, very good. I thought we absolutely deserved to win the game last Saturday against Slough, and we're in a good place as well. So I think it'd be more about Bath coming here and also respecting us and what we are.
Going back to last Saturday against Slough, now the dust has settled a little bit on that. How do you reflect and feel now?
No different really. I look at the highlights. I look at the referee's reaction to our second goal. I watch him run back to the halfway line. There's lots of telltale signs there of what the referee was happy to do. Listen, it's a difficult situation. As I said, my disappointment was if he was going to call it off, he should have called it off between 45 and probably 60 minutes when it's absolutely bucketing down. But it's football. It's done. There's no point in upset about it Saturday and Sunday. But I said my view of what happened hasn't changed. Feel sorry really. It's ridiculous in the sense that you get. Jonah's got 2 goals taken away. We had 3 points taken away, but your bookings still count towards your disciplinary process. And that was something which I struggled to get my head around. It's an abandoned game, but but your bookings still count. It just seems very strange to me.
Does that stoke the lads up even more so, I suppose? There's that extra bit of determination to try and get the win on Saturday?
No, I mean, listen, we are very, very determined. We've got very set goals this year of what we want to try and achieve. And, that does mean, we don't want to finish mid-table. We do want to be right up there. So therefore, every week you've got to be motivated and you've got to be desperate to win every week. You can't be off of it in this league. And it's a league that's a lot better than I remember it when I was in it last time. You don't turn up to any game, just assuming that you're going to win, and I think that makes a good league. Been impressed with it. Good pitches, good crowds. I think that our support, our home and away, has been excellent as well. But in the main, it's been every team you play's got a real chance against you, and obviously you against them.
A few cup draws in the week. Begin with Monday, Cinderford Town at home here in the FA Trophy. We just seem to be lucky with these home draws at the moment.
Yeah, it's we didn't take advantage of it in the end in the FA Cup. I mean, we won a couple of games and brought some money into the club, but we should have beaten Dulwich really, or certainly played better on the day against Dulwich. So that was eventually that was a disappointment. But the FA Trophy is a different competition. It does give you that chance, as a player to go and play at Wembley, and it's a great competition. It doesn't really capture people's imagination perhaps until the quarterfinals going through. But I always say to the players, it's how many times do you get the chance to play at Wembley? And having a home draw against Cinderford, who are decent enough in their own league. Again, we'll pay them that due respect and make sure we know everything about them. But it's another home draw which you want. Even though our away form's better, you still want your home draw. And say at the moment our luck has held out on being pulled out first.
Hampshire Senior Cup away draw this time to Gosport Park. There's going to be a little bit of an edge to it. Obviously, Lee Moore used to play here, and a lot of their players have played here in the past, so they'll be looking to get one over from their former side. And obviously, we want to continue our hunt for the hat-trick in the competition.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm going to be honest. Our priorities are the league, absolutely the league, and then second after that is the FA Trophy. The Hampshire Senior Cup for me is a flawed competition now, almost. not played at a decent enough venue. Played sometimes when you're out of season, when your contract players are out of season. It's a good competition for giving players opportunities that haven't had games recently. But I won't be taking too much notice of the result. I've got to be honest. Against Gosport, it'll be more a chance to get 4 or 5 people games. So whether we get a hat trick of wins in it or not is not. If we finish mid-table and got knocked out against Inderford and won the Hampshire Senior Cup, I can't imagine too many people at the club would be jumping up and down for joy, me included.
Paul, thank you very much.
Cheers, Henry.